Hello and welcome to Brookvale Oval. A game between two great clubs, the Manly Warringah Seagulls taking on the Dolphins from Redcliffe. I'm your Commissioner Will Kay in this exciting clash for the first time ever between two very exciting sides. The Seagulls last week coming away with a win over the reigning premiers, the Storm. The Dolphins doing the same thing over the second place last year, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs in the regular season. It's going to be good to see how both these clubs can test out and play against each other. Especially the Dolphins, as everyone is just awaiting to see how they will go in this competition. They put everyone on notice last week with their victory over the Bulldogs. And it will be quite intriguing to see whether they can continue the success here away from home in their first away game here in Brookvale, one of the hardest places to get a win away from home. Here we are underway as it's going to be an instant error off the kickoff. Wow. That is not the start that the Dolphins wanted, and they're immediately under the pump here. That's going to be Chapman Kenny goes. That's a good win. Steps one. It's Seymour hitting the deck. And here's that error again, just in case you weren't sure. As they go left, it's going to be Ollie Parche, and it only took 2 tackles, 52 seconds. And a little bit of misfortune from the Dolphins for the Seagulls to get on the board. Wow, that is an incredibly fast try. And that is not good signs for the Dolphins early on, as Ollie Parche crosses for his first. Well, there you go. An error early on from Almatangi. And just mixed up there with Lord, the two marquee players for this side. And yeah, they've paid the price there. The Dolphins. Now, last week they had a great game. Just in general with how they played. Their defense was on. Their offense was on. Everything was on. It's disappointing to see them get scored on so quickly. But here's a chance to recuperate. Early days, well and truly, as Chris Lord so famously says so often. As well, so we'll kick us off here. During the week, Manly, both sides, between the two sides, there's been one change, and that is the dropping of Pato and Dom Young coming into the side. He's going to be an exciting young player in the centres tonight. I'm very excited to see where his career goes. Promising signs in the mines. And with how he was playing, it'll be good to see whether that kind of success will transfer into the top grade. He was picked up in the rookie draft, in the dev draft, sorry. And he's immediately been put in the side. A very exciting young career ahead of us from Dominic Young. As there's going to be Ash Crutchers running there to the halfway. That's going to be the 50 as the Seagulls. Not a bad set after points, making about 50 metres. Good stuff there. And the Dolphins, after that about third tackle, they just let a big line break through. They could have been down the opposition's end. But instead, they will be taking it on their own lines. Kayambolo trying to put a step on, and Dom Young. Good take there and a good tackle. That's his first involvement with the game. And here's another error. Oh my goodness, from the Dolphins on their own line. What is going on? Craig Hustler passing it out. They weren't sure who it was supposed to go to. And ended up going into touch. That is not good signs there. It's Coven Walmsley. They go right. Bontoft. Out again. Chapman Kenny. Now goes to Lewis. As out left is going to be Beckman. Goes to Bontoft. That's the third. As he plays the ball. Out to the right now. It's going to be Beckman shaping up. Chapman Kenny. He steps one. It's Yiga Markazi in back play. As he's brought down. About 7 meters out from the line. They're going to go Beckman through the middle. He's brought down by Lord, though. A good tackle on him. As fifth and last. Where do they go? Out to the left. It's going to be Bontoff. Puts it straight into the back there of Credarx Chapman. And an error goes against the Seagulls this time. The Dolphins with an opportunity. You can see him on screen there. The very small Snicko bro. You can't say he's small anymore. He's looking like the Incredible Hulk, obviously passing his anti-doping test. They did obviously some samples with both his blood and other bodily fluids. And he has come out clean, but it's a big transformation that's gone. You know, maybe there's been a bit of a tummy tuck, a BBL if you will. But he is looking much more fit than he has ever looked. So big Snicko bro, and you know, a bit of artwork on the arm to accompany it. There's a good run from him. As that's the fourth. Going out to the right. Hugh Snow goes to Lord. Tries to punch it through the middle. He can't get past the defense. It's going to be fifth and last. 40 meters out. They're going to be forced to punt it here. With a good chase, they may just be able to pin them down in their end. As it will be Shannon Freeburn on the return. Steps one. Freeburn tries to weave Al Matungi inside out. Couldn't do so. And Al Matungi gets his former club, where he started off last season before being traded to the Eels. It'll be an important match for him as Alex Chapman. A big run there from the prop. And the Seagulls are just eating up meters at the moment. As they go right. It's going to be a good win. Driven back. Brought down there. Going right. Lewis. Brought down. Puts up the high ball, and it's going to be Cambolo coming down with it. And that will be the first. As they go out to the right. Lord just bumping forward and getting them off their own line. The Dolphins hard pressed again. They've just been spending most of this game so far down in their territory, and it's been tough going. That's the third tackle. They're only about 15 meters out now. Diego Markazi. Go right to pace. Brought down. As Hughes, no, just barrels it over the top, and it's going to be landing in Shannon Freeburn in the middle of the field. He steps one, but Chris Lord hops on his back, and just as well he did that. There you go. Alex Chapman now. Inside ball goes to Beckman. Wolseley picks it up. Oh, an intercept there from Lord. An opportunity goes begging there from the Seagulls. So, yeah, not much going on at the moment for the team. As Snicko just pushing forward here. As they go left to pace. Through the line, Stace to pace, finding a few meters. And he'll be brought down at the 40. Kane Chapman-Kenny getting a big tackle on him one-on-one. This is going to be Diego Markazi now. Trying to get past Ash Crutcher, and a lot of question marks still looming over the head of Ash Crutcher. Didn't have a outstanding performance last week. Didn't show anyone why he should be playing second row, and Logan Seymour has shown why he should not be playing on the wing. Into touch there. Maybe the centers are more your position. Less risk of that. He just finds the white line and not the fun kind there. Going to be Aaron Beckman taking the hit up. And, you know, both teams make a lot of errors early on. Not much really getting started. Of course, the game started on an error and immediately went to the advantage of the Seagulls. But since then, not many completed sets in comparison to what we normally see. This is going to be Carl Lewis. Going left is going to be Ollie Pache, driving through the middle. Here we go. The Seagulls setting up well this set. That's the fourth. If they get another 10 meters here, they may be able to put an attack and kick in. As Walmsley just taking the hit up. Fifth and last. Where do they go? Walmsley plays the ball out to the right. Bontoff puts it up high. Who's going to be underneath it? Who will be there? It's going to be tap back. It's going to be Kane Chapman-Kenny. No, well, good tackle there from Stace to pace. And they will be held out. The Dolphins live to fight another set. Once again, pinned down their own end. And the Dolphins, I'd love to see the statistic on how many play the balls inside their own 20 they've had, because it feels like it's been a whole lot. They have just been given the hard work, the hard yards to get out of here. As Hugh Snow, oh, that's a shocker of a kick, and Beckman just picks that one up mid-air. And they're going to start their set in the 40. Jeez, what is going on with the Dolphins at the moment? They're just not polished at all, it looks like. Buckingham goes to Lewis. Spreads the ball. Risky pass to Beckman. Gets the offload away to Bontoft. He'll be tackled. That's the third. 25 out now. As they go. Inside ball. Getting another offload. How many offloads? Too many. Diego Marcuzzi says. And he will pick it up. Australia late. Dummying now and just going himself. And oh my goodness. Another intercept there from the Dolphins. Just... no one's pass is finding the mark at the moment. As they're going to go out to left. Oli Pache driving forward. The Seagulls just need to settle here and not try anything too experimental. They're only 6 points up on the board, and they know they can make it more, but they need to be smart about how they go about it. As Dom Young plays the ball out to the right. Now it's going to be Buckingham. Links up with Lewis. The hooker playing as the link between the two. As it'll be Chapman Kenny going left. Walmsley going for the crash play. Walmsley held up well. Lachlan Cox making him stand upright as it will be off the head. Snick O'Bro in open space now. Look at him go. And he will be brought down, not after making a few meters. Not before making a few meters, actually. That's a beautiful sight to see. Snick O'Bro in some open space. As well. So goes to Snow. And a risky pass on the inside, once again, does not pay off. And the Seagulls have the ball once more. This has just been a messy affair for the first 18 minutes. I cannot wait for the substitute forwards to come on because maybe they'll clean it up a bit. Maybe they'll bring a bit of discipline and a bit of structure to this game. But at the moment, no one's completing sets. It is just a mess. That's the fourth. Freeburn trying to go down the wing. You can't do so. Young goes to Bontoft. Passes the ball. Here is Walmsley. Inside ball. It's a good play, but a great tackle from Chris Lord to keep Alex Chapman away from the line. Fifth and last. They go to the right. It will be Bontoft putting up the high ball. Hustler's waiting for it on the ground level. Dom Young's underneath it. He'll tap it back. KCK, he tries to step. Hustler tries to stop him. KCK, I think he's gotten to the line here. I think he has, and KCK may have just scored yet another try for the Seagulls here. Well, if you look at that, the Seagulls just scoring once again the green light. KCK fighting his way to the line. And Manly will be up 10-0. The kick to come on the 20-minute mark. After just some, from both sides, to be fair, abysmal rugby league. The Dolphins just unable to hold onto the ball. Manly, they've been not much better. And both teams just been unable to complete to a high degree and compete to a high degree. It's tough to watch at the moment if you're a Dolphins fan or a Sea Eagle fan. So, maybe this is the chance to reset from Kieran Wells as he kicks off once more here. 12-0. 2 tries down. The Dolphins... This will be the test, won't it? They were placed first after round 1. I think Manly were up there as well. I think they were third. Yes, they were third. So it'll be interesting to see as that's a high tackle there, and that was just not needed. I think it was Shack Attack coming up, and when you're a man of his stature, I'm not too sure how you go high. But he has done just that. As into touch the ball goes. And once again, Manly just invited down into this end. The Dolphins, it's errors galore out there at the moment. Bontoft goes to Og. Huxley, that is. Playing the ball on the 30. They're going to go to the right. Dom Young links up with Bontoft. Now to Walmsley. Through a gap. Walmsley. A good run from him. I'm surprised he didn't end up at the Dolphins with how many Cowboys they take. Instead, he's gone a different route to the Seagulls. Not a very extensive or historic pipeline, that one. As Chapman Kenny plays the ball out to the left. Now it's going to be Beckman for the line, pushing over on his back. They're going to go upstairs to check this one out. well and truly on his back there. A good tackle. As a play the ball in the last will be in order. 10 metres out from the line. As Bontoft, I don't know if he kicked that or if he dropped it. He dropped it by the looks of it. Kieran Wells picking up and running a few before he's brought down. That's 0 tackle. Out to the right. Lord now goes to Hustler. He puts the afterburners on and it looks like Freeburn couldn't handle it. Gambola goes left. Now it's going to be O'Shea Olay. Just taking the hit up. That's going to be the second. This is some of the best meters they've made all game, the Dolphins, and that is saying something, isn't it? It's Tyler Almatangi off one, off the right foot, gets rid of one, and that will be the third. As the Dolphins campaign down this field. Segarini now. Looking a bit more lively as the bench forwards have come on and making an impact right away. Segarini, a solid run from him. They spread it out to the left. Hugh Snow links up with Igor Maikazi. Couldn't find a gap, but found just half a space in the line, and he runs straight at it. Fifth and last. Where do they go? 20 metres out. It's going to be Hugh Snow. Puts it along the ground. Almatangi's in chase. Almatangi will not get there. In fact, it'll be Walmsley first to the ball. And he will get out of his own in goal. But not a bad place to put it. Hugh Snow kicking game has been very good so far tonight with the few kicks he's had. And of course last week he had a good game. Scoring one of the great tries, one of the great dummy tries. That's good to see him continue that form tonight. It's Kane Chapman-Kenny off the left foot now. Look at him go. Kane Chapman-Kenny gets the offload as well. It's going to be Rex Buckingham driven back. That's fifth and last. There's a quiet set from Manly until the captain decided it was his turn for the ball as they go out to the right. Goodwin puts in the kick inside her 40. Oh, barrel it down towards Logan Seymour, who's just given a lot of space there to run. Eventually caught by the kicker. They were just affording Logan Seymour a whole lot of space out there. It's Kieran Wells driving through the middle. And the Dolphins, they just haven't looked alive. Really, they've been looking quite quiet and a bit sheepish going to this game, a bit unsure of their opponents, which is strange considering where Manly finished last year in comparison to the Bulldogs, who they came out and flogged. Maybe it's the first away game nerves. Often something that happens in the league. When the new teams play away for the first time, maybe they'll get points put on them at the start, maybe they'll lose their first away game. Four Pines Park is notoriously a hard place to win. Manly really making it a fortress between seasons, or really between seasons 3 and 5. Even extend that to 6 if you want. That's a tough place to win if you're not a Manly Sea Eagles player. Fifth and last. Where do they go? Out to the right. It's going to be Bontoff, the Sea Eagles, and once again, attacking position. Craig Hustler's underneath it this time. Young couldn't get up there. Hustler comes down with the ball. As the Dolphins, once again though, they have just spent majority of this game on their line. Here's Lachlan Cox with the line break though, and he'll get them out of danger. He was great last week. He hasn't really got involved so far this week. As they go to the right, Segarini. Now inside ball, Almatangi. Brought down. That's the third. The Dolphins looking to make something out of this set. Out to the left. Oh, an awkward pass. They're not going to call it forward though, as Ethan Goodwin gets stepped by Seymour. He makes his way, pushing towards the 20. Fifth and last. Can they do something here? It looks like Wells is setting up to be the kicker. Yes, he will be. It's just going to be a high ball. Underneath it is Ethan Goodwin. Will it be a tap back? No, it won't be. Hugh Snow takes it though. Can't get the offload. Well wrapped. And it will be a handover 5 meters out from the line. A good play there from the Dolphins. The right idea. But the defense too strong for Manly. As Coven Walmsley. Just driving. That's the second. Out to the right. Bontoff links up with Robson. Walmsley just taking the hit up there again. And he has just been relentless tonight. Really busy so far, and it's good to see. Bontoff just punts it down early on the fourth. Kicks his team out of a bit of danger. Oh, it was a big hit there. Put it down Matangi. I think it was Robson. And he flattens the fullback on the kick return. That is a huge hit. As Segarini Just trying to take a run there. Wells goes left. My Cuzzy now. Tackled well. Wrapped up by Ash Crutcher. About the same height. But the only time that Yugo My Cuzzy has a second rower marking him that may be, in fact, smaller than him. Segarini playing the ball in the fourth. They go out to the left. It's going to be O'Shea Ole. Now goes to Hugh Snow. Pushing forward. Pushing. And comes down the 20. Fifth and last. Where do they go? Out to the right. It's going to be Lord. Puts it along the ground. Almatungi chasing it. Oh, but well attacked there by KCK. He got there first. And in the nick of time. That was a good play there from the captain. That's the second. Og. Off his line there. Robson now pushing forward. Bowls over. Kieran Wells in the middle. Robson gets the offload away to Beckman as well. That's the fourth now. Where do they go? They got space to the left and right. Players all over the field, and they're going to choose to go out Lewis's way. Links up with KCK. Now it goes to Goodwin. He's driven back. No help there from his teammate, Beck. It's fifth and last. Where do they go? 12-0. They're still up. Go with the safe play, and Beckman does just that. Puts a long kick in. It goes all the way down to Logan Seymour on the kick return now. He steps one. Ash Crutcher brings him down. That's the first. Out to the right now. It's Hugh Snow. Goes to Segarini, who just weaves through traffic and finds some space on the outside of Kane Chapman-Kenny. They go. Ole now. Inside ball. Beautiful one. That is Craig Hustler. Weaves past one. Hustler through the middle. He's going to go all the way here. And Craig Hustler under the sticks. A try from nothing. And the Dolphins are on the board. Well, what a piece of individual brilliance there from Craig Hustler. Went straight under the sticks. That was a great inside ball there. And it just came from nothing as the Dolphins get on the board for the first time tonight. Kieran Wells slots that one. The difference, 6 points. About 3 minutes, about 40 seconds before halftime. And the Dolphins will be looking to tie it up before that bell goes. Before the hooter sounds. That is a symphony try from Craig Hustler. And one of the very few, I'm not too sure whether he scored last season. I don't think he did, Craig Hustler, in limited games, but one of the great tries there from the Dolphins. It's definitely in the top 10 Dolphins tries of all time. It's Shack Attack. Finding the break in the line and just exploiting it for all it's worth before he's tackled by KCK. They're going out wide now. It's Tyler Almatungi down the wing. KCK has to come across. He'll make some good meters there, Almatungi. As that will be the second. 40 meters out now. Maybe they will score this set. They go left. It's going to be Wells. Links up with Segarini. Driven back in the tackle there. A good one from Buckingham. As that's the third. Out the left. Hugh Snow gives it to Yigo Maikazi. Couldn't find a line break. Gets some good post-contact meters. Running straight at Crutcher. No help from Robson. There's Snow. Brought down the 20. Who's going to be their kicker for the last? It will have to be O'Shea Ole. As he puts it up. It's going to be a well-placed kick, in fact. It's going to be right before the line. That's going to be very well-placed. KCK attacking it and able to escape his own in-goal. That was danger signs there for his second. It almost bounced away with the Dolphins. As look at that. Oh, beautiful ball playing as Ash Crutcher on the outside. The outside man just running for all he's worth as he plays the ball. Out to the left, Oli Pache. Playing it on the third. Buckingham now goes left. Walmsley pushing and brought down. Shatwick now goes to Lewis. Brought down, fifth and last. They may get one more play here if they play it quickly. No, they won't, and that will be halftime. 12-6 at halftime. Seagulls lead. Welcome back to SRL TV. But that first half riddled with errors. Looking forward to a exciting second half here. 12-6 at the halftime break after a Craig Hustler try in the last 5 minutes. Take the Dolphins very, very close. You know, it was a hot start from the Seagulls, and it really just simmered for a while before that Craig Hustler try. And the Dolphins finally making their way off their own line. It was a tough battle so far. And the Dolphins in the second half, they just really need to do two things. And the very, very basic things. They need to tighten up their defense. And they need to kick themselves out of danger a bit more. Because they were making too many errors on their line. And, you know, if their line defense wasn't so good, that they probably would be significant more points down. Or if they came up against a team later in the season and played like this, came against a team like the Storm or the Knights, something like that, they'd be struggling. So in the second half, the main message was tighten up the defense in the middle of the field and make sure that we're kicking out of danger if we can't get off our own line. Good to see. It's Almatangi here, making a big line break off his own line. Talk about that as he just goes a long way. He had a good first half. In that first half, 11 errors. That's a high number for the first 40 minutes of footy. And there was a period of time where it just seemed neither team could hold on to the ball. As Diego Maikazi, the Dolphins making good meters this set. It's going to be Maikazi, brought down just short of the 20-meter mark. They're going to go right. It's going to be Hugh Snow. Inside ball now. Mav Keller. He played last week, scored a try. Fifth and last now, as Mav Keller, against his former club as well, plays the ball. They put it out high to Ethan Goodwin. He's going to be tackled well. In fact, so well, it's on his own in goal. The Dolphins are here for a repeat set. But that was just great kicking there. I think it was Hugh Snow on the last who just put it up high. It was a well-placed kick, and the kick chase from the Dolphins just shows that mentality they bring into the second half, those effort areas that they knew that needed to improve on. And they're here to do just that. As Chris Lord playing the ball. Out to the left is going to be O'Shea Olay. Goes out to Hugh Snow. He'll be brought down as that's the second. Out to the right. Chapman inside ball there to Keller. He just twists and turns in that tackle as he tries to make some post-contact meters. They go right. O'Shea Olay. Oh, an awkward pass there. It's going to go the way of the Dolphins though. Came off the Seagull. That's going to be 0. Lachlan Cox picking up but couldn't get past KCK as they go out right. It's going to be O'Shea Olay trying to push for the line himself here. Again, against his former club before he was traded to the Eels. Can't do that as it's going to be Cox without the ball. They're going to say it was a knock-on, in fact, from the Dolphins. And that's going to be tackle 0. Well, it certainly is an interesting call there from the referees, and I'm sure Snick O'Bro's not happy with it. Thank goodness that he is off the field right now, because I think he'd have a few choice words, but Kieran Wells still harping on as Coven Walmsley. Big first half from him with over 130 run meters. As they go out to Ben Punch. Just driving forward and making an impact off the bench. You'd have to think Ben Punch off the bench, maybe a bit of a silly decision. I know Snicko Bro pointed out in commentary last week, but I'm sure he's happy that it's the Dolphins' turn to face that threat for only 20 minutes. Yeah, Ben Punch, one of the best props in this side, doesn't get a starting gig, doesn't even get more than 20 minutes. But maybe that just shows the extent of the forwards that they have and how talented, that their Ollie Parches are, their Aaron Beckmans are, of course their Creed Alex Chapmans are. They've got some good players all around the park, so maybe it's a testament to the quality of forwards that they have rather than a insult to Ben Punch. As it's O'Shea Olay putting in a kick there. Fifth and last, and Freeburn takes it there. Tackled well by Hustler. Buckingham goes out to Punch. Driven back by Wells. A good tackle there from the Dolphins as they look to muscle up in defense. Me out to the left, Walmsley. Big mismatch there between the size of Walmsley and Lachlan Cox. Looks like they've employed the help of Chris Lord and stuck him out on the right there to help him defend, as that's going to be the fourth. Out to the left, it will be Freeburn pushing forward, brought down, fifth and last. Where do they go? As they go out to the right. Creed Chapman puts the kick in. The good one at that is it's going to be Logan Seymour on the kick return. As he was going to go through the middle of the field. Steps one, brought down by KCK though. Not before making a good few meters as Creed Chapman helps him in that tackle. Hugh Snow goes out to Diego Makazi. Meets the chest of Freddie Anderson as he's definitely mismatched in size now. Wells goes right. Snow now goes to Lord. He'll play the ball. Gets up very slowly there, Chris Lord. As they go right. Lachlan Cox. Just running it. That's fourth. Get another solid run here to try and put an attacking kick in. Now Chris Lord's going to be driven back, in fact. And fifth and last, where do they go? They're going to go out to the left. It will be Hugh Snow putting up the high kick. It's just going to come down perfectly for KCK in the in goal. Out to the 20, will go for a tap restart. And a well taken catch there from Kane Chapman-Kenny. Bucket it. Goes to Lewis. He'll play the ball on the 30. Out to the left now. It's going to be Bontoff linking up with Young. Driven back. That will be the second. Going right. Bontoft links up with Pache. Alright, it's going to be Kane Chapman-Kenny. Stepping one, KCK. Just trying to beat the line there. The fullback, sorry, there. As they go, Carl Lewis. Fortune just past the 20. That's fifth and last. Where do they go? Good attacking opportunity. Where are their kickers? Out to the left here. As it will be actually going to Beck Goodwin before it hits Bontoft on the chest. He puts it up high. Hustler's underneath it. He'll take it well. Hustler with another good run here. Makes about 5 meters before he's brought down by Kane Chapman-Kenny. And he's been really good under the high ball tonight, Craig Hustler. Played quite well, especially for a centre. Scoring that try, making some crucial meters, doing some crucial takes and tackles. And he's just been hitting all his effort areas. I'm sure Snick O'Brien will be very impressed with his performance. And happy they picked him up, so that's going to be the fourth. Where do they go? Out to the right. Maverick Keller taking their hit up. And that will be the fifth and last. As he plays the ball out to the left. Oh, it's going to come off the chest of Lord. And Declan Connell picks it up and runs it. That will be a handover there in the middle of the field. Probably not the desired outcome there. You'd have to think from the Dolphins, but what they have to work with now. As Carl Lewis plays the ball out to the left. Now it's going to be Ollie Pache. He's going to try and push through. No, he won't. As Rex Buckingham goes to Coven Walmsley. Through the line, Coven Walmsley. He's going to try keep pushing and he'll be put on his back. As he plays the ball out to the left, Ollie Pache. What can he come up with? Not much there. As fifth and last, where do they go? They got kickers on the right side. It looks like Walmsley's setting up. No, it's going to be Cruz Bontoft. He knocks the ball on though. And Dom Young, he got so close. Unfortunately, it was a knock on. Otherwise, he probably would have scored there. And the Dolphins off the hook once more. That's Merv Keller playing the ball. Out to the left now. It's going to be Connell. Shifts it to Yigo Makazi. Find the ball there. Out to the right. Hugh Snow now goes to Almatangi. Breaks the tackle there. As he's going to be brought down the 40. That's the third. The Dolphins just doing well to find line breaks at the moment. Craig Hustler trying to get away from Freeburn and just sneak down that sideline. He can't do quite that as Dom Young was there ready to back up as well. O'Shea Olay on the last. The halfback taking a hit up. Their kicking options restricted now as they go left. Maverick Keller. He'll put the punt in. It'll be a cross-fielded to Ethan Goodwin, who has space in front of him. Ethan Goodwin. But well tackled there by Hugh Snow around the legs. There's Ollie Pache now with a lot of space. Here gets an offload on the inside. Lewis can't shift it away to Anderson. That will be the second. Off the back fence is going to be Freddie Anderson. Just charging up through the middle. That's the third. KCK brought down. Is it going to be a dummy half dart from Rex Buckingham? Gets the offload away as well after breaking the line. That's the fifth and last. Where do they go? 67 metres gain in this set. The Seagulls, just a monumental effort to get down this way, and Cruz Bontoft knocks it on again. Jeez, they're just making the meters. Able to make their way down the field, but unable to execute on that last tackle. Unable to get a kick in that someone can score off. It's really holding them back at the moment. As Diego Makazi just straight through the line there for the Dolphins. A good run as he takes them past the halfway on the second. Nico Bro. Oh, an awkward pass there to Chapman, but it's going to work. Chapman for the line. Chapman, an ankle tap, a desperate one from Buckingham. What about that ball playing from the captain, Snicko Bro, as they go left? Hugh Snow links up with Makazi. He'll be brought down as the fourth. Where do they go? Out to the right. It's going to be Chapman tries to put a step on. Driven back there. Fifth and last. 81 metres gain in this set. Where do they go? It's going to be Kieran Wells. He'll go out to the right. Hugh Snow puts up the high ball. It may hit the post here. In fact, it looks like it will. It in fact will. Look who it is. It is Snicko Bro. And he will take that try any day of the week. A brilliant effort there from the captain. Well, I said it looked like it was going to hit the post, and it did just that. Snicko Bro waiting on ground level for it. He has no issue staying out of the high contests, and 12-all will be the score here. Just look at that, just a high ball. Snicko picks it up and puts it down. What a bit of brilliance there. 12-all. Just over 17 minutes to go here. We are tied up at Brookvale Oval at Four Pines Park. And we are ready to go. As Kieran Wells gives us the Stace to pace for the first one. Stace to pace run there from him, and he's really been playing well the last couple of seasons. He was a key part of the Cowboys forward line and their forward pack, last season. Scored a couple tries there, just made a lot of meters, and was one of the best props in the competition. The great pickup for the Dolphins, and I think he's going to be very valuable. Similarly, Chris Lord, also a great value pickup. He'll be back on the field shortly, I believe, as Mav Keller will play his final minute. Diego Makazi now through the line. That's a good run from him. Maybe they'll try and go back to back. They got the option of the field goal. Maybe a bit early for that, though. I guess we'll wait to see as Diego Makazi plays the ball outright. Hugh Snow puts it up high. It looks shallow. KCK is ready for it, though. Hugh Snow tries to go up for it. He can't get it off KCK. He'll be brought down 10 metres out from his own line. As they go right, Lewis goes to Alex Chapman. As Ash Crutcher just brought down in twisting tackle. As they go inside ball, beautiful ball there to KCK as he steps Al-Matungi. Brought down. Lachlan Cox coming across to make the tackle. He had a great game last week. He's been a bit quiet, but his defensive efforts like that have really saved the Dolphins a couple of times. They're going to need something special here. Looks who it is again. Lachlan Cox getting to Freeburn to make the tackle. As fifth and last, where do they go? At the back. It's going to be Buckingham. Puts it up high. Who's underneath it? Al-Matungi will wait, and someone's going to be waiting for him. Al-Matungi driven back into his own in-goal. And the Seagulls with the repeat set here. There's a well-weighted kick there. And the kick chase from Oli Pache was just undeniably great. As Aaron Beckman floored there by Stace to pace. That is a big hit. And a bit of a how you do off the kick return. Wow. As Freddie Anderson plays the ball out to the left. Lewis goes to Bontoft. He tries to dummy. He won't be able to. At the third now. That's the right. Lewis goes to Pache. As he plays the ball 12 metres out from the try line. They're going to go out to the right. Links up with Ash Crutcher through the middle. He's going to try and push Snicko Bro. Brings him down well. Only helped up by Yigo Makazi in the very last seconds of that tackle. It's going to be a hit off the ball here. It's going to still be put in for the kick, but Chris Lord will pick it up anyway. There's a bit of chaos there in the last play, and the Dolphins do well to get off their own line. Hit off the ball. The ball just came on the ground. They still tried to put the kick in, but Chris Lord just picking it up and running with it. A good effort is Snicko Bro. Just charging forward. That's going to be the third. We're going to go out to the right. It's going to be Australia. Links out with Anti Campolo, who is tackled by Dom Young out on the left wing. Or the right wing, sorry, for the Dolphins. Left wing for the Seagulls. This is going to be Lachlan Cox. That'll be the fifth and last. Where do they go? They've got a couple options for kickers here. They're going to go left. It's going to be Stace to Pace, knocking it on. And a change over there as the Dolphins just make an error on the last instead of applying that pressure kick like they very well could have. Reed Alex Chapman. Sorry, Kane Chapman Kenny playing the ball. Freddie Anderson. Driven back there. As we're entering field goal territory now in terms of the clock, there's 10 minutes left. We've just crossed the 70-minute mark. I have no doubt, though, both teams will be going for a try for a little bit to break this tie. As they go right, it's going to be Bontoft. No, he's going to go for the early kick. And Cruz Bontoft, it is good. And there you go. Just slots it extremely well from, I think it was the 30. Ball at 32 metres out, right in front, puts it straight over the black dot. And Manly will be up 13-12. 8.5 minutes to go. We're in for a great closing bit of rugby league as it's Ash Crutcher. Brought down there. Going left, it's going to be Walmsley. Tackle just past the 30. Find the ball out to the right. Now it's going to be Beckman. Links up with Lewis. Spreads it out to Crutcher. He plays the ball on the 40. Out to the right. It's an inside ball there to Beck Goodwin. Can't do much. They just get past the halfway line. A good set after the field goal from the Seagulls as Ash Crutcher just, you give him an inch, he takes a mile. And Craig Hustler picking off the pass. He has been something special for them tonight. And he's really been an effort player as Chris Lord just rampaging through the middle. That's the second. They go right now. It's going to be Hugh Snow. Goes to Almatangi. Links out with O'Shea Olay. Moving back. As they go left again, it's going to be Snicko Bro. Pushed back. That's the fourth. Go left. Yigo Makazi. Pushing and brought down. Fifth and last. Where do they go here? They're going to spit it out to the right. Chris Lord puts it up. A long and high kick as Freeburn. Just with a lot of space here. Shannon Freeburn, it's 1-on-1 now. Craig Hustler coming across. He's going to have to make the tackle. He does just that. A try saver from Craig Hustler on the veteran Shannon Freeburn. He has been playing out of his skin tonight, Craig Hustler. As an almost error. Must have gone backwards there from the Seagulls. There's only 5 minutes remain here. The Seagulls wanting to put this game to bed. They'll go out to the right. Kane Chapman Kenny for the line. He'll be brought down by Stace to Pace there. And Snicko Bro. That's the third. Out to the right again. It's going to be Bontoff. Links up with Kyle Lewis. Inches away there. That's the fourth. Out the left. It's going to be the crash play. No, it won't be a double pass. Out to Bontoft. On his back. Over the line. They're going to send it upstairs to check it here. I don't think the ball got anywhere near the ground though. And no, it sure didn't. As fifth and last, where will they go? Going to be fifth and last. They go out to the right. Ollie Pache puts it up high. Who's going to be underneath it? It will be... Oh, look who it is. It's Craig Hustler. Another take under pressure, and he does just a beautiful job at that tonight. There's Snicko Bro playing the ball. Out to the left now. It's going to be Mike Huzzy. Running forward and through the line as that will be the third. Snow goes to Chris Lord. As they go. It's going to be O'Shea LA through the line on the 4th. 5th and last. Can they come up with something? 20 metres out now. It's do or die for the Dolphins here. Where do they go? Out to the left. It's going to be Chris Lord putting up the high kick. Ethan Goodwin's underneath it. It looks like Snow's coming across. Ethan Goodwin with a spectacular take over the top. And they will try and hold on to the ball. No, they won't. Oh, they throw it straight at Lord. It deflects off him, and that's going to be 0 tackle apparently. As the Seagulls got extremely lucky with that one. That's going to be the first. Out to the right now. It's going to be Kyle Lewis. They need a big hit. They need something here, the Dolphins. They've only got a couple of tackles to go in this game. As that'll be the third. Buckingham goes out to the left. It's going to be Beckman pushing forward. That's the 4th. They're going to go. Bontoft, inside ball to Pache there. And the Dolphins will be given almost no opportunity here to score a try as they go to Bontoft for the kick. Over the top. It goes straight to Cambolo. Wrapped up well. And Dom Young just stops him in his tracks. So that's the first. They go to the left. Now it's going to be Wells. Links up with DePace. Griffin back. That's the second. As they go to the left, Lord. And that will be full time. The Manly Seagulls with a 13-12 lead over the Dolphins. And great effort there from both sides. An extremely physical match as we look at the stats here. Both teams, very similar possession. Kane Chapman-Kenny and Ollie Pache try scorers for the Seagulls, and Snicko Bro and Craig Hustler for the Dolphins. Same completions, the same areas, the same penalties. 30 more tackles from the Dolphins. They missed 10 more though and had 5 more line breaks. And of course the field goal from Bontoft was what sealed the match in the end. We look at some individual stats. Coven Walmsley, 245 run meters, 6 line breaks. He was enormous tonight in the Seagulls' success. Similar, Kane Chapman-Kenny, 212 run meters, 6 line breaks, and a try. He made 15 tackles though, which is quite a number for Kane Chapman-Kenny. Ollie Pache played well, 176 run meters. And then obviously a lot of numbers just moving down the line. What I find interesting though is Ethan Goodwin didn't make many meters at all. 26 run meters from 4 runs. He really locked up on his edge tonight. They only made 2 more meters than his centre, Beck Goodwin. So yeah, it really was just the engine room through Walmsley and Pache. I guess maybe probably Creed Chapman I'll say as well. Just they were getting the meters and getting them forward. And the halves were able to capitalise off that. You know, Carl Lewis, Cruz Bontoft able to control the game for how they wanted it to be. And it showed tonight. As we'll move on. The Dolphins. Through some of these statistics here. Yigal McCuzzy, 223 run meters. 4 line breaks. He missed 3 tackles though at second row. And he had a pretty good game, I thought. I didn't realise he missed that many tackles, but a lot of meters. And he was really just trying to make the most of every opportunity he got. He did that really well tonight, and it helped him out a whole lot. Chris Lord, 180 run meters, 7 line breaks, 2 tackle breaks, 26 tackles, 1 missed. I mean, he was enormous tonight. And he really tried his best. Amatangi played well as well. You know, you got the 2 halves there. They played quite well with try assist each. And of course, my man that I've been harping on about all night, Craig Hustler, 98 run meters at centre for a whole game, 2 line breaks, 10 tackles, only 1 missed. And a try, and of course, the stats that is not shown. I don't know how many contested collects he got, how many times he got under the high ball and just came down victorious, but it was quite something astonishing, and he did a really good job tonight. So Craig Hussey, he played excellent tonight, and that was really exciting to watch tonight. But then you look at some of the other things like Bunty Cambolo only making 63 run meters, Seymour only making 86, Lachlan Cox doing not much in attack, 28 tackles, 0 miss though. And that can't be understated. He was doing a lot in defense, but in attack he was really quiet. And I think they just put him under the pump for the whole game and made it really hard for him to get anything going when he was a key part of their attack last week. So they need to figure out a way to switch that around a bit, I think. But anyway, that is all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box. I've been your commissioner, Will Kay, and make sure you stay tuned because after this, we've got Monday Night Footy. The Canberra Raiders and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. An exciting match at Belmore. I'm looking forward to that one. So make sure you stay tuned for more SRL action.